Good afternoon, class. My name is Charlotte Liggett. I am your professor for NURS 3050, Issues of Professional Nursing Practice. I thought I would create this little video so you could at least see who you're dealing with throughout this term. And I will attempt to introduce myself similar to the nice job that you all just did on discussion board. First, the name I like to be called is Charlotte. And in terms of my education, I have a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing from Goshen College in Goshen, Indiana. I graduated from Goshen in 1974, long time ago. And then I have a Master's of Science in Nursing from Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan, and I earned that degree in 1980. And then I have a Master's in Business Administration from Bowling Green State University in Bowling Green, Ohio, and I finished that degree in 1991. I took all the coursework while I still lived in Michigan, finished my final paper after I moved to Lincoln. A little bit about my employment background. I was, I did about 4.5 years of clinical nursing after I graduated in 1974. The one I liked best was labor and delivery and working 11 to 7 on an OB floor. I did that for a number of years. I worked at a small rural hospital in Michigan for a full year, did some other clinical work, med-surg actually. And then in 1977 I started as a house supervisor in a 360-bed hospital in Muskegon, Michigan. That hospital was Hackley Hospital. And I did that work for a while and then was associate director of med-surg there until 1982. I went to Northern Michigan Hospitals in Petoskey, Michigan as assistant vice president of nursing. And I spent 4 to 5 years being assistant vice president of nursing, and then 1 year I was vice president of nursing at Northern Michigan Hospitals in Petoskey. And then in 1988, I was recruited to be the Vice President of Nursing at St. Elizabeth Regional Medical Center. Actually, we called it St. Elizabeth Community Health Center at that time. So in April of 1988 is when I moved to Lincoln and began that work at St. Elizabeth, which I continued as the Vice President of Nursing or the Chief Nursing Officer there until, the end of 1996, beginning of 1997, and then I made a lateral move. I moved into a position of Vice President of Strategy, and I continued that work until 2008. So between 97 and 2008, I was Vice President of Strategy, had marketing, had rural health care, and a few other things. Continued doing that work, and then in 2008, Catholic Health Initiatives corporate office in Denver wanted all of the hospitals outside of Omaha to function as one market-based organization, and they asked Bob Lonick, the CEO and president of St. Elizabeth, if he would be the CEO of CHI Nebraska. And the first job he wanted filled was the Vice President of Strategy, and he asked me if I was interested in doing that, and of course I was. So between 2008 and 2014, I was Vice President of Strategy for Good Samaritan in Kearney, Nebraska, St. Francis in Grand Island, St. Elizabeth's in Lincoln, Nebraska Heart Hospital, and Heart Institute here in Lincoln, and St. Mary's down in Nebraska City. So, and then in 2014, as Allegiant Creighton Health and CHI Nebraska were coming together in what is now known as CHI Health, the regional office was placed in Omaha, and I needed to make a decision about whether I wanted to commute to Omaha or move to Omaha, and whether I wanted to try to continue in that role. I also had a counterpart doing the same kind of work in Omaha, and he and I both knew that we wouldn't both be in that position. So a position came open at Nebraska Wesleyan, and I was very grateful that to move into that role, and that's what I'm doing. I'm full-time visiting assistant professor of nursing at Nebraska Wesleyan. I've been here 2 years, almost 2 years, and enjoying getting back into nursing, and certainly enjoying working with students. What a joy that has been for me, and to be able to share my knowledge. my personal mission now is to help other nurses live up to their full potential, just like I believe I was able to live up to my full potential. So a little bit about my education and my employment background and what brings me joy. I really do enjoy this work, and working with students brings me a lot of joy, day in and day out. I am a widow. My husband passed away in 2008, so I live with 2 cats. My cat's name is Thomas Jefferson. He's an irascible redhead, a big kitty, and then I live with a little female cat, and her name is Dolly Madison, and she's just a little ornery cat. That's all. But anyway, I'm also a Benedictine Oblate here in Lincoln, and do a lot of work with my church, and I'm a program director for something called the Emmaus Road Discipleship School, which is an effort to help people experience and explore a deeper relationship with God. So all those extracurricular activities, starting from the cats on, also bring a lot of joy to my life. My career aspirations now, as I mentioned earlier, is to help every nurse that I come in contact attain a degree and live up to their fullest potential. We have so much potential within us, and I was fortunate and gratified to be able to have the kind of career in the hospital world that I did, and my career's not over yet. I'm not sure when that day will come, but I'm very grateful now to be able to pass on knowledge and skills and understanding that I gained through the years, and also to be in an environment where I get to continue to learn. I learn by preparing to teach class, and I also learn from the students, and what a joy that is. So I'm proud to claim or to think of myself as a lifelong learner. And then I thought one of the things I would do with you, because I was recently cleaning out some files at home, and I found, believe it or not, the first journal that I started to write as a brand new nursing student. And just a couple sentences here that I would share with you. I wrote this in September 16, 1971. So here's what I wrote. This was my first day at the hospital. In a sense, it was the first day of the rest of my life, as far as nursing is concerned. For the first time, I felt like a student nurse instead of just a student at an academic institution. Since high school days, I had planned and worked toward this day, and now it was here. I just share that with you to help you understand that every day is the first day of the rest of our lives, and we have an opportunity to make the most of every day, to do the best we can with the people we work with, to love our family and those that are around us, our friends, to the best of our ability, and to continue to learn. So I applaud you for starting this journey of attaining your BSN, and I hope that as the term progresses, you and I can get to know each other better online. Please feel free to contact me either by phone. You have my cell phone number, it's on the syllabus, or send me an email, and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible, and we'll work out whatever issues or concerns you might have. There is a lot of work in every one of these BSN courses, but I'm convinced that you can do it. So kind of saddle up, and let's have a good beginning to your BSN, attainment of your BSN. Thank you very much. Hope this little lecture video, well, it's not really a lecture, but just a little introductory video helps you know who you're dealing with on the other end of that, on the other end of your mouse as you, and your keyboard as we all get to know each other better online. Take care. Let me know how I can help you. Bye.